Hello, everyone. The gas been fed, and it's time for another edition of Try Hard Gaming with me, Roll Cage TV, where I do the best down what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of delicious dessert toppings. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm recording this the day before my initial Sundays. If you're watching this on Twitch, you still have time. Tomorrow, starting my new variety stream. I used to do variety gaming on Wednesday, called it Wild Card Wednesday. Starting it up again on Sundays. It's going to run for about 4.5 to 5 hours. Going to be called Sunday AE Sundays, AY. And going to do variety gaming. And it should be fun, starting off tomorrow with SnowRunner. That's the plan, anyway. Like I said, if you watch it on YouTube, already happened. You have to come over to Twitch to watch it. It's not going to be on YouTube, just Twitch-only content. So, what are we doing here? We are playing this game that I haven't played in a while. I think it's a little loud in my ears. Might have to turn it down. So I got to get warmed up. I did play it. In case you don't know, I was out for a little bit because we had some contagious things going on in the household. I did not get it ever, but yeah, my roommate got it and then got a relapse, and it was kind of ugly. So let's see. 0 days, 5 hours to collect my money, right? I do have money on here. Yes, and I'm dead last. Hey, it's still points. Look at that. Almost level 70, well, level 73. And still coming in last place. Oh, sad. Okay, I'm gonna start off. Ooh, I got 2 of these to start off with. Let me actually just turn around and drive to that one. Give myself a little practice. Let's see. How do I do this again? I hold this down and then I do this. Did that work? No. How do I do that? I hold this down? Oh. Ah, that's how I get the numbers turned down. Hold this and then... There, that down. Okay. Somehow I got my electronics turned down all the time, and now I realize why. Excuse me a sec. All right, my allergy pill still hasn't kicked in yet. Let's get going. Oh, that is loud in my ears. Oh, this game feels so fast. Oh man, I did practice a little bit. That's what. Oh my goodness! Did I actually save it? Come on, get back. I did play just for like 10-15 minutes a week ago or something. I did one challenge. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're not going to know anything's missing because, well, I think I did have one Saturday I not have content. But yeah, I had built up quite a queue of content for YouTube, and I burned through it all because I wasn't streaming for a few weeks, and then wait, was that it? That wasn't it, was it? No. It's a green thing. Yeah, I wasn't streaming for a few weeks, and then came back and ended up having to stop again for a week or two, and so I ended up with content, a gap in my YouTube content, which I don't like, because I like to have videos out every day. Racing on Saturdays and Sundays, releasing at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time, and then on the weekdays, Monday through Friday, playing Civilization 6. Streaming Tuesday, Thursday nights, starting at 6:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Civilization 6, and then Saturdays playing this game, TT Alaman 3, and then on Sundays, I talked about it already. Sundays. Is that it? No. What is that? Wait, I'm on the right glass. Path, right? Let's hope the audio holds out okay. I was having some real technical issues, and I think I just had to reboot. This is last week, I think last week Saturday, and had to reboot. Had a hard boot the Xbox, and I usually hard boot the router and the modem, but it kept having errors, kept dropping the stream, and it didn't look like it was oh, couldn't save it. Didn't look like it was the internet connection went down. The stream would crash, and so I restarted the Xbox, and I always restart it before my stream, but I had to actually hard unplug it and everything, and that seemed to do the trick. So I'm going to do that from now on. Unplug everything, including the Xbox. I have most of my games stored on an external hard drive, and I don't know about Twitch, but the hard drive does not. When you reboot the Xbox, it doesn't reboot the hard drive or anything. And so sometimes rebooting the Xbox, man, I'm doing great. Sometimes rebooting the Xbox, it won't recognize the hard drive then, and then I have to hard boot it. But it was recognizing it fine, so I don't know what the deal was. Oh, I think that was it. Was that it? No. Almost though. That was a challenge that I can never do. And we'll jump into the season after this this challenge, but I want to get warmed up. Here we go. Oh man, I'm all over the place. The subtlety of my driving is not there. All right, info. Rainy and realistic physics. Yay. And what is it? Northwest course full circuit. 1 lap. Okay, so this might take a little while, but it won't take too long. It's not the full circuit. I should be good and warmed up after this. Oh, back's a little sore too. Always on the weekends are rough because it interferes with my old man nap time. But I have viewers from. I live in the U.S. I have viewers from the other side of the ocean, in South Africa and in Europe. All right. I should have a full tank. I'm not going to bother. That button. Okay. Man, playing different games has got me. Oh, the rain. Oh, this button. Sorry if you're watching on YouTube and the motion blur. It recompresses it. It's a little blurry on Twitch, but on YouTube it's worse because it recompresses it. What Twitch gives it, and so it really gives you motion blur on the rain. Which, Xlam tip, if you want to send me, like lots of money, I'll be able to upgrade my internet. You'd have to you'd have to promise lots of money every month, and I don't take pledges, so. Whoa! You could also, of course, subscribe on Twitch. Is it? No, there's no sales right now. What month? I think it's September that Twitch does. I don't know. It doesn't benefit the subscriber in any way, but Twitch takes out less of a cut, I think, for subscribers for that 1 month. Or something like that. Anyway, they have a special thing that they do for subscribers or for people getting subscriptions or whatever in 1 month of the year. I think it's September. What do I know? I've only been streaming for 2.5 years. I am looking forward to the Sundays streams. Different topping for all your ice cream socials every weekend. After Sunday go to meeting time, you can stop for a Sunday. Is that after Sunday go to meeting time? I don't know. It is realistic physics and it's scaring me, but I can definitely feel it when I brake too hard. I'm not going to be able to save it like I was doing practicing coming down here. If I hit a curb or something, I'm done. Anyway, still in season 2. I think we're more than halfway through the season. I didn't check. We'll be ending season 2 soon, doing 10 seasons. I imagine if you're a longtime viewer, you've heard me say a lot of these things over and over again, but you never know when somebody new is going to come along, watch a Twitch video or watch a YouTube video or a Twitch VOD or something. Or stop into the stream. But doing 10 seasons, there's 5 levels of upgrade for each bike and 2 levels of bike. So I'm committing myself to doing at least 10 seasons. After that, I don't know. I feel like I'll be playing something else after that, a different racing game. Maybe I'll play playthrough of the EA Sports, which I own, but I don't have the new console yet, so I can't. Sorry, EA Sports WRC, which is the replacement for Dirt Rally 2. And everyone I know, all the shout out to the barrel rollers and everyone else out there, everyone I know that World Rally family. Rex Cave, all these racing buddies I made in Dirt Rally 2, they're all playing WRC EA Sports now, and I don't have the new console to play it on. I just bought a car recently, so it's going to be a while until I can get a new console. My old car had almost literally fallen apart. There was a hole in the floorboard behind the driver's seat. The last time I took it into the shop, they warned me about it. They didn't actually call me in, because I drop it off and then go pick it up. I don't sit there wait. And they didn't actually call me in to put it up on the rack and scare me directly with it, but I got scared enough when I was driving. My roommate had the spiky virus and went to pick her up some medicine and felt the seat kind of swaying a little bit, the driver's seat. And I'm like, oh, I think I need to like get a new car today. And it was like within the next week before I had to go out again. I told the story. I went to CarMax. I don't know if I told it on a racing stream. I went to CarMax, and if you're gonna avoid, not CarMax, Carvana. If you're gonna avoid Carvana, do so. I don't know about their prices and stuff. It is realistic physics got me. It is a one-stop shopping convenient place, but they pulled the bait and switch on me. That is not where I ended up getting the car, though. They pulled the bait and switch on me, and I saw one car was a great deal, but you only have like an hour. They reserve it for an hour, and you gotta decide whether you're gonna buy it and go through all the paperwork and stuff. And I hadn't set up anything. I put my name in my account basically, and that's it. But they were asking me about trade-in and all these other questions that I never had in the system, and I had to apply for insurance and all that stuff. And just before I got to like the last question, which I think was about insurance, and once you commit that far, they give you more time. I got a message come up that says, "Oh, sorry, the car is no longer available. May we suggest this other car instead," which is the same year, same model, same make, same model. But of course, a little bit more expensive. A couple thousand more expensive. Like, So I went through and I did everything and bought that car, and then I looked at my email to get a confirmation and you know, have to reply with whatever. And turns out I had an email in there I didn't, from like the day before, that I hadn't noticed. I get too many emails, I don't even see everything. From my dealership, not my dealership, my shop that I go to take my car into, they had a car. I had a feeler out. They said, well, they get cars in every so often. And they got a car in, and it was a good car for me. Audi 2007, older car, but mine was a 99. 2007 Audi A4 Quattro, and it's all-wheel drive, and I live in Minnesota. Winter time's coming, so I appreciate that. Still trying to figure things out. Paying the taxes, got the title transferred, all that stuff. I was able to get that without financing. The Carvana, I was going to need financing. But that means I got no money. No money for new consoles now. I have bought a few games, though, on sale. Always it seems that there's no sales, and then suddenly there's like 3 different games on sale that I want to get, and I don't have the Microsoft reward points saved up to get 3 different games. That's how I buy most of my games. Wait till they go on sale, and by that time I've built up reward points. So this last time I bought SnowRunner, it was 50% off. It's not a cheap game. I didn't quite have all the reward points to buy it. To pay the entire 50% off price. But pretty close. Paid just a small amount for it. And Microsoft, they've made the reward points harder to get. I'm on to them though. But you get 5 reward points per, and 5 points is like a half a cent. You get 5 reward points if you convert it to convert your reward points to gift certificates. Which I don't do until I'm ready to buy, because otherwise they might go away after 90 days or whatever it is. Because gift certificates are a scam. Holiday season coming up. Don't buy gift certificates. Just give people cash. They, maybe it doesn't sound as good somehow, but you give out gift certificates. Some people will give out, some people have big bucks. They'll give out gift certificates to their mailmen and the guys at the auto shop and whatever else. Gift certificates are terrible. Just slip them $5 to your pizza delivery guy. Throw him an extra $10 or something. Put it in a card and go print out an e-card. Generic Merry Christmas. Put $5 in it, $10 in it. They'll appreciate it a lot more than a gift certificate. Because the way gift certificates work, in case you don't know, first of all, unlike you buy the gift certificate and then it's not spent right away, and so the company holds on to your money, and they make a little bit of money on interest. So it is a profit center for them in that regard. But that's not the major profit center for selling gift certificates. Most gift certificates, they all expire after a certain amount of time. Sometimes it's like a year, 6 months maybe or something. It's not usually like 90 days, but the Xbox ones are 90 days. But those are electronic. You don't get those unless you're going to spend them. But what happens after they expire? The store, whatever, they just keep the money. The gift certificate that your friend spent $10 on, or your company or whatever, for your Christmas bonus, you get a $50 gift certificate somewhere. If you don't spend that, the company keeps it. And so if it's a gift certificate someplace you never shop or would never want to shop, if you don't find someone else to give the gift certificate to, I mean, the company just keeps it. So it's a real ripoff. Companies make huge profits on gift certificates, in other words. They don't just make the interest over the 6 months or whatever. They steal your money from you if you don't cash it right away. If anyone's chatting, I usually check the chat when I fall off, but I haven't fell off in a while, so I apologize. Other games, I can check the chat more often, but it's kind of rude to stop just to check the chat. And I can't see it. I've mentioned this 100 times. I'm playing on a console. I only have one monitor. I don't have chat up like on a separate monitor. My chat is on a tablet, which is down by my side, so I can't quite see it. So far, the audio sounds good, though. I should turn my stream monitor up a little. Make sure the voice isn't all wiggly, wobbly. Oh, made it through there. That's a tricky spot. Yo, then almost lose it right after. Not focusing now. I'm thinking about turning my stream monitor up. In Dirt Rally, turning my... Oh! Well, there we go. Now I can check my stream monitor. In Dirt Rally, I can't have my stream monitor up too loud because then I hear the code driver twice. And it confuses me. Not that I listen to code driver anyway, because I'm always blabbering. Not paying attention to what they're saying. Anyway, I do have the last WRC game. That was the last thing I bought on sale before what game was I talking about? SnowRunner. I do have that, the last WRC game that was made by the people who made, was it KT Racing? I think it was. The people who originally made this game, now somebody else develops it. It's Nerdcon is still the publisher. But this game does use the KT Racing engine. And I believe it was KT Racing, Kiloton Racing, French company, that did the older, more recent WRC games. Till Codemasters got the license and was bought out by Electronic Arts and yada yada. But yeah, that game was the latest version of that. Gotta remember what it's called, Generations. WRC Generations. It was basically WRC 11. And those games I did, even though they were pretty much yearly titles, and I really hate yearly subscriptions, they would go on sale, unlike EA Sports and 2K, whatever. Even Codemasters F1 would never go on sale. But Codemasters F1 you could get for a while. Now EA owns them. You can get the current year and you can get the previous year, and that's it. They pull them from the market after a while. So you want to get this season worth of stats, you got to buy it soon. after an hour, the car goes back into stock. You can't buy a new one. So, yeah, that's kind of a mess. But yeah, the old WRC games, you can still buy the old ones, and they do go on sale. I got it at a huge discount because it's pretty old now. I mean, not huge old, but so I picked that up. I was I got every version that's available on the Xbox, which was 5 through now 11. I haven't even opened the game, the 11, because they had a bug that started in 8 when they started a gamified playthrough, gamified career mode. They had a career mode that wasn't really gamified. It was you didn't like hire staff and all that stuff. You just played in the races. And I played through that, but the gamified career mode, there's a bug in it. And then supposedly they fixed it, and then it came back, but only on consoles, and it's a mess. Now at least all games are simultaneously developed on all platforms, because consoles are huge right now. And I want to get the new Xbox. I don't think I'm going to get the Series X, though. One, it's more money. 2, get rid of this ring. This button. Okay, that's more like it. Also, I don't have a place to put it. I just have the Xbox on a coffee table in the living room with a monitor behind it. I don't have room for a big tower. And the Series X is a monstrous beast. The Series S is not quite as monstrous, but what I can do is buy the Series S. Bump my cord. I can buy the Series S and hang on to it for a couple years, and then go ahead and get the Series X whenever they have the updated Series X Pro or whatever. It's still showing on that map an exclamation point, but that's the same one, right? Yeah, it shouldn't be an exclamation point there. I already visited there. Do I have to click on it here? Yeah, that's weird. Okay, leaderboard. Let's see where I finished. Oh, look at that! I'm in second place! Apparently this one just came out. And these are not combined leaderboards. This is like just the Xbox leaderboard. Which is, this game didn't come out that long ago. And the meta now is to not only co-develop all the games. This did come out simultaneously on every platform, but the meta now is cross-platform ability, which this one unfortunately did not. I mean, it wouldn't take a lot to combine just the leaderboard. It's not like you're playing with anyone else on a different platform, which is a little bit more. All right, let's see. I am warmed up now. Next hour I'll come down and do this. But yeah, it's time for qualifier 7 out of 8. Almost done with upper left corner there. It's just a single straightaway, so I can put that button down. I can lower the fuel in my fuel can. Yeah, I'm all about. I've been playing. Somebody was chatting to me on Twitch, and I mentioned honestly that I don't have time to play games with other people anymore, because almost all of my gaming time is playing games that I stream. But I have been playing a lot of SnowRunner lately. And boy, that's a time sink. It takes forever. It's so frustrating. So frustrating, but so so fun. Okay, motorbike setup. I can do that. Because you think, you get these missions. I refer to it as the world's, not the world's, which part? And I haven't set up, I haven't done the review yet, but I'm going to do the review. And the title is The Ultimate. I'll do, yeah, it's a single thing, so I'll do one. Race, not that button. Track map. Make sure everybody gets out ahead of me. Otherwise, they'll hit me in the back because I'm slow. But yeah, I call it the ultimate action RPG for trucks. Because you have these quests, these missions. If you've heard of Spin Tires on the PC, which was a indie game many years back, then they released it more professionally, filled out a little bit more as Mud Runners, Saber Entertainment, and I have Mud Runners. Played Mud Runners, fun enough that I decided, oh, I'll put Snow Runners, which is the sequel, when it's on sale, because it is pretty expensive. But what you get for it, you can buy like the base game, but you really should buy it. They have a 3rd anniversary edition. Looks like they're one. It's a massive amount of content. If you've played Mud Runners, it didn't seem like there's enough content for you. Snow Runners has a massive 10 times like more content. Oh, is it raining? It's raining. I just noticed that my controller is clicking more. Hopefully it's not. This is a brand new controller. The D-pad seems to be clicking louder. What was I talking about? Oh, Snow Runners. Yeah, if you're playing Mud Runners and you think it's not enough content, Snow Runners has a massive amount of content. And they have 11 seasons that they've released, and every season adds like at least one new map. And they had quite a few maps to begin with, so I can't even tell you how many maps there are now. 30 some maps. So it's not 10 times, but it's around 5 times literally. And the maps are also a lot bigger than the maps in Mud Runners, so it's probably pushing 10 times. And rather than each map having like one objective, well, basically you gotta drop off logs here and logs there, and Mud Runners, as Spin Tires before it, was just a logging game. Oh, and the whole idea, Mud Runners, Spin Tires, the name might put you wise to the fact that you get stuck in the mud a lot, and you have to use your winches or maybe other trucks to come rescue them and stuff. So that's why it's so frustrating. You think, oh, this is going to be very easy. It's going to be a very easy thing. I just have to, pick up logs here and drop them off there. Oops, not that easy, because I keep getting stuck because I didn't exactly drive through properly. But Spin Tires has all these quests and sub-quests, basically a task. They call them tasks, I don't call them quests. Where you have to pick different stuff up. It's not just logs. Or you may have to drag vehicles out of the mud or something, deliver them to somebody. You may have to get a truck with a crane and operate the crane, which you did in Spin Tires, or I'm sorry, Mud Runners. You can get straggler logs on the ground, scavenger spots, as far as I played so far, as far as I played in Mud Runner, which I didn't play through the whole thing, I couldn't see a lot of advantage to picking up the scavenger logs, because it's not like it saves you any time, but it is more fun to use the crane. But yeah, I had to use the crane already, and just to give an example of how cool the physics are, I've mentioned this a lot of times to my roommates. I don't think I mentioned it on stream. I talk to my roommates the same way I talk on stream, which is incessantly. They hide when I'm streaming. I used the crane. It had built into the physics. I couldn't get down this hill because I was stuck. I had to back up down this hill. I couldn't get up it. I knew I couldn't get up it. Was trying to back up. And I got stuck, and I didn't have any place to winch. Or the winch wasn't helping or something. I don't think I had a place to winch behind me. And winching in front of me wasn't going to work. But I had the truck with the crane, and it's a crane that's on the behind the cab. It's right behind the cab, so it's between the cab and the trailer, or bay or whatever it is called, if it's built in. And I couldn't get backed up, and what I decided to do is, my stream monitor is lagging on me here. Hopefully it's not lagging on your end. What is it? I'm gonna reload my stream monitor here in a minute. What I did is I unlocked the crane, and I leaned it back as far as I could behind it. I stretched out behind the truck, which changed the center of gravity on the truck enough that I was now able to get back up down the hill, which is amazing. Oh, look at that save. Amazing physics. Yeah, the physics engine handles all that. And I looked to see, is it like, do they use Unreal or something? It doesn't look like it. It looks like they have their own engine team, which is amazing. But when they first came out with spin tires, there wasn't a lot of engines that would handle the environmental deformation. And I mean, the only one, Unreal did that for a long time. Unreal is a great engine. It's the best physics engine for racing games in particular. It's the best physics engine that's licensable, that's not in-house. I mean, it's amazing how complicated the Unreal Engine is. You can do, sci-fi, action, adventure, shooter, whatever games, and also some of the best racing games use the Unreal Engine. And Rocket League, so there you go. But yeah, the road deformation is a big thing. If you get stuck in the mud, you're gonna just dig yourself into a rut and make it even worse on yourself. So I still have in my wish list the latest version of MX versus ATV, which I love the previous version, and that was many years old before the new version came out. And THQ Nordic, the publisher, they're the greatest publisher in the world. They really support their older games. They still just released content for Titan Quest. That's like a 25-year-old game, and they just released content for it on the PC not long ago. It hasn't come to the Xbox yet, but it has come to tablet. And Titan Quest, in my opinion, is the greatest action RPG game. It's what would be referred to as a Diablo clone. It came out 3 to 5 years after Diablo 2 came out, and it came out around the time that Diablo 3 would have come out had Blizzard North not gone under, and they never released a Diablo 3. And then Diablo 3 finally came out, and it was junk. Junk, but it's so buggy and so many sequence breaks, walls. You could fly out of the wall so easily and stuff. I don't know anything about Diablo 4, but I know Diablo 2, the remake, has been out on consoles for a while now, and reimagined Resurrected. That's it. Resurrected. And they just had a huge sale for it, and I never pulled the trigger on buying it because I've got Titan Quest, and Titan Quest I like better than Diablo 2 by quite a bit. All right, I can skip ahead now to the. Oh, that's right. I gotta like scroll down and scroll over. Okay, now for the practice. Let's actually do the qualifying. Yeah, Titan Quest, you can play it. It's got all the things that Diablo 2 had plus, and it's even pluser over later Diablos because you have 2 different specializations, so you end up with like 55 different combinations of there's like 10 different classes of people. I'm gonna reboot this stream monitor or reload it. It's a web page. And yeah, so it's got more combinations of stuff, and the biggest advantage though is you don't need the wiki up to play it. It doesn't have all these hidden secret rune words and stuff like that. Okay, again, track map. Make sure everybody gets ahead of me. Come on, guys, let's get out there. They give you enough time so that you can jump out ahead if you're good enough to stay ahead. That's an advantage, but I'm not good enough to stay ahead, so I have to wait until everybody leaves, otherwise they're gonna rear end me. You guys are gonna go, right? I didn't not do something, did I? Oh, I did not do something. I have to say start event. Okay. I knew I must have done something wrong. Make sure my motorbike's up. They should have refilled my half a tank. So yeah, you notice this is level 2 things. Do they say level 2? I don't know if I click on one, you'll see. Level 2 on the big graphic in the upper right, lower left corner of that graphic says level 2 unlocked. I have enough upgrade points unlocked, all 5 levels. But each season I'm restricting myself to just that one level. Okay, you guys get going. So, and then 2 different bikes, the Supersport and the Super Bike. So that'll be 10 seasons. Then we'll see what I play after that on Saturdays. It will be another racing game, I think. Somebody turned me on, and I wish I could remember off the top of my head, Twitch viewer, who I appreciate a lot. It would really help me through. I just started a new game of Civilization 6 and turned up the difficulty and added some features that I hadn't played before. And this button. No, not that button. Autopilot. And yeah, they helped me out because I was about to get creamed, and I'm probably still gonna lose that game. I'm still in a lot of trouble. Barbarians really flopped me. But yeah, he turned me on to a strategy game. That's an RPG game, a turn-based RPG game, hexagon-based game. Civilization 6 has hexagons for combat. Civilization 6 is a very complicated game, but it's an action RPG game, and I don't remember the name of. But it's turn-based RPG that's not a JRPG. Which I'm glad to see those exist because I had some on tablet Oh, I didn't mention the new thing came out. The new Titan Quest module came out on tablet. I was going to mention that, but not on console yet. In fact, the tablet developer for Titan Quest is the same developer, Handy Games, that's doing that did this other game, action RPG game, Demons and Devils. Anyway, but this game that's on console, I'm talking about games that are available on console. There are not a lot of turn-based RPG games that is not a JRPG, which because I don't like JRPGs. JRPG stands for Japanese RPG, and they're I don't particularly like the art form either, which I know is blasphemous. But also they're like soap opera stuff, and you know, I'm not into that. Just let me find different weapons and things and go smash people. So the game looks really cool. It's on my list. Oh, and that was a game, it went on sale the exact same time as SnowRunners. That was a game I didn't buy because I couldn't afford it. But I think it'll go on sale again. Hopefully it'll go on sale again. Maybe it only goes on sale once a year during this time of the year. I don't know. Let's hope not. But I haven't watched any YouTube videos of it or anything, so I don't know much about how it actually plays. But from what I've seen of I did watch a couple of like play trailers, but I didn't watch any playthroughs to get a longer idea of how it plays. But it's pretty popular, I guess, on PC, and then they brought it to console, and you can't tell from the reviews on Xbox though, because I mean, people have trouble with the game, or they don't like the game, and they always, if they don't like the game or they have trouble on the game, they give it 1 star, and they accuse anyone who gives it more than 1 star of being a fake review from a developer of the game or something. It's like, no, they're not. I don't think that ever happens, but if it does ever happen on Xbox, you have to own the game to be able to review it. And I think people that give good reviews generally like the game. Just because you don't like it or don't have trouble with it. A lot of people on SnowRunners have said, oh, it's broken, this latest update broke it. And so I was kind of afraid to get it, but I got it on sale. I knew if it was broken, I could actually return it within a certain number of times. Microsoft's pretty good about that. Oh, this one guy on support got this game working for me. He spent hours on the phone with me, literally on the phone, not even online chat, on the phone with me to get this one game to run. Great support if you can finally get through to their phone support. Anyway, they were saying in these reviews of SnowRunner that, oh, it's broken, it doesn't work, the latest thing. And so I was a little afraid, but then I bought it, and I've played it for hours and hours now, haven't had a crash once. It crashes every 10 minutes. And I think I know why, because unlike a lot of console versions of PC games that first come out on the PC, where PC games, there's user-developed mods. There's always some sort of user-developed mod. People, you might have to like go look it up somewhere, and because people had hacked into the source code or whatever. But they support user mods in this game on PC, but they're user mods, and so they can't really support them. If they have an update, the mod might not work anymore. And they try to warn you of that, but people who play mods on PC, they acknowledge that, oh, I have to maybe go to this other source to get an update version of the mod. Or played a lot of Age of Empires 2 I've streamed it. Some of that content is on YouTube. And in there, you can get mods on the console, but not all the mods that you could get on PC. And they tell you that an update on Age of Empires means that you might have to reload that mod, because if it's not an official mod, they disable it all because they don't want to have problems. And I think that's what people were running into with SnowRunners. They were running mods. Based on what I could tell from the review, they were running user mods. And they said, oh, I uninstalled everything and reinstalled it, and it still is broken. Well, but if the mod is causing the game to crash, then you can't reinstall that mod. Uninstalling and reinstalling the game doesn't help. You have to go into the game before you play it and uninstall all the mods. And then if you want to run some mods, maybe, add one at a time to see what's broken. But I don't play with any user mods because I like console games. I like the stability of them, and I don't like to... there's enough content in the game. I'm not going to play any user mods, I don't think. But yeah, I think that's the problems that people are running into. Because I've not had any trouble at all. And people are saying, oh, multiplayer, you can't play multiplayer, can't play cross-platform multiplayer. But I'm not sure that's an issue. I have not played cross-platform multiplayer, so I can't guarantee that isn't an issue. But I'm sure that mods are an issue because they're not developed by the same people that developed the game, by Saber, and they can't guarantee that they're not going to crash the game when they update the game to, fix some kind of issue that maybe the mod's relying on that bug to work properly. And I used to play nothing but PC games. I was part of the PC Master Race for many years until my PC died. I couldn't afford to replace it. And I couldn't afford the expense or the energy of trying to upgrade my PC every year. Which basically, if you have a PC and you want to play new PC games, you have to upgrade the PC. Because they're not guaranteed to work well with older versions. That's one of the reasons why I like the console versions. You only have to buy a new console every 5 or more years. Because they make sure that they're compatible. Now, people are complaining, oh, well, this latest game doesn't push the limits because it's not compatible with an old console. Well, yeah, that's the whole point of playing a console. You don't have to buy a new one every 5 years. Well, I got a penalty of 0.6 seconds, but I don't think it really made a lot of difference. One thing I have to complain about this game is the rubber banding is ridiculously tight. It wasn't that way in TT Isle of Man 1 or 2, but they got a different developer and rebuilt the game from the ground up. It's maybe one reason it took so long. And the rubber banding, you see from first place to 9th place, the gap, if you look on the right side, the second column, the gap is only 19 seconds between first place and last place. Out of 6.5 to 7 minutes, the gap is only 19 seconds, which is ridiculously tight. And TT2, I could get 4th, 5th place with some practice, but this game, my goal is to finish somewhere not last in 10 seasons. Because so far I've only finished 8th. The only time I finished not last was I finished 8th place once, and that wasn't even on stream, it was while I was practicing. My general goal is to see if the gap between me and 9th place is less than the gap between 9th place and 1st. And you see, it's not even close. But I still got 5 reward points. Or upgrade points. I have plenty of upgrade points. And I actually have already... Did I go in and upgrade No, I don't know if I did upgrade. I think maybe I did go in and upgrade my super bike already in preparation. But I will easily be able to. There was I ran into a bug where I got a bunch once, but also I can yeah, I can't see what that number is, but it's some 165. It's right behind my overlay, my screen overlay. Anyways, hopefully in 10 seasons I'll be able to finish, not last. The other complaint I have is they do not adjust the qualification time for the last race. Get rid of this rain. They do not adjust the qualification time. It's so if you play against the lowest AI would not qualify for the final race because all of its times are more than 20 minutes. And yet you still have to get it within 20 minutes as a user, as a human. So I've never actually qualified, but you can still redo the race as a custom race, so that's what I do. Anyway, I'm actually going to call it here for this stream. Or for the, not this stream, sorry. If you're watching on Twitch, don't go away. I'm going to call it here for this YouTube episode. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to take a couple-minute break and throw up the BRB screen and be back. If you're watching this on YouTube, that'll be it for this episode. Next episode will be out the next weekend day after this one. Saturday and Sunday, 6 p.m. U.S. Central Times, when those YouTube episodes drop. So either way, Twitch, I'll see you in a couple minutes. YouTube, I'll see you in the next episode. Either way, I will see you then.